Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Game 12 of Honor League Season 2020, the inaugural season. And we would like to wish you a very happy 4th of July. The Honor League being based in America, today is a holiday. What a great time to just kind of kick back, crack a White Claw with a K, and enjoy some Rocket League. And we are off, folks. Pops over wide right. Kale and Veggie Medley getting in there. Drew with some great defense right off the bat. But Medley's going to take that, push it in for an immediate score. Guys, we're 10 seconds into this, and we already have a goal. We see great defense there, but Joey just coming in, making sure he makes that score right off the bat for his team. We got action right out of the gate here, folks. Both of these teams fired up as they come onto this ball. We see it pop way high, getting set up. It is set up right now. What's going to happen here, folks? Oh, it is in scoring range, but Drew coming in to knock it out of the way. Both teams fired up. After yesterday, we saw the reveal of the Honor League trophies. Beautiful set of trophies that really capture the essence of this league. We're seeing a lot of aggression on this ball. A lot of high popped balls today. Nothing doing here. Everybody trying to work out their angles, flying around. A lot of aggressive hits. Joey coming in. Gonna score again. We got 2 goals up for Joey. That's 2 goals for Spinny Boys. I will tell you, watching the chats and watching the message boards and keeping up with, the people. Sorry, having some audio issues there. All right, I would have to say out of all the teams that this and that's going to be another score for Joey. He is just on a roll today, folks. Really, really felt excited about those trophies. I heard him when I jumped in the chat earlier today to check on the teams. Him just exclaiming he really, really wanted to win that trophy. We see him changing out the hat. He's got a fresh new look on there, going with the Mr. Slave style. Playing that ball aggressively. We're going to see if Pat and Drew here can get their team in the mix. See that ball pop over to the left, rolling up around. It is going to be set up, but Drew does his best to kick it back towards center field. Kale not getting a good angle on it, popping it over far right. This is what the Spinny Boys call the scary corner. And the reason that it's called that is because that is really a prime scoring position. Even though it feels, okay, it's wide of the goal and doesn't really seem at the moment that it would be a threat to go in, there are a lot of angles you can get off of those corner shots to pretty much guarantee a goal. And you can set up your teammate really well to just come flying down the center and drive it in. So we see both teams today being really aggressive about trying to keep that ball out of that scary corner. Drew coming in with a perfect angle, but Kale's there to defend it. What I was saying before we were having those audio issues is that I've seen Spinny Boys practice a ton. I've seen them every time I get in the lobby. I see them in there practicing. I see them in their chat working together several days a week. They've really, really been trying to put their game together and get a consummate performance here. For those of you who have been keeping up with the league, you'll know that we are down to our final teams as Drew gets a huge goal from downtown to put his team up on the board. So yeah, if you've been keeping up with the league, you'll know that we're down to our final teams, and this match actually decides who will go on to play 69 Boys to get into that final match against Sean's Cudbuds. We saw our first team, Horsefather, knocked out by 69 Boys, and then we saw a doubleheader as we're going to get a goal here. Another one. Drew coming in, making this a 2-3 game. We have a game on our hands, folks. What's going on here? Are Spinny Boys getting complacent? Has Drew figured out something? Has he figured out some kind of chink in the armor? We'll see. Pat, good angle on that, but getting deflected. So going back to what I was saying, we saw Horsefather get knocked out by 69 Boys. We saw a doubleheader in which Fuck Boys were taken down first by 69 Boys to get their first loss, and then ultimately lost to Fuck Honor. So now we're going to have a series of matches here to decide who plays into that final match in the winner's bracket. Really close on goal here, but Joey just doing a good, calm job of dribbling that ball. Oh, and he's going to drive it in. That's a score, folks. Something I noticed this week that he was really working on was that dribbling, just taking time to get really good at what you're seeing right here, and we see that pay off as he's able to just very slowly, very steadily, but very confidently drive that ball into the goal. Good stuff there, folks. We're 4-2. Still got a minute. Still got a lot of play here. Remember, it only took 10 seconds for us to get our first goal in this match, so it's happening. But Joey's going to go ahead and make the case and say, no way, I'm shutting this door, as he extends that lead 3 points. So, tall task if we're going to see anything out of Not in My Goal Daddy at the end of this one. But he's gearing up on the ball, thinking about those trophies. It's tangible now. We've seen it. We've seen what's on the line. We've seen what stands to be gained for a win in this league. Kale coming in, hitting that off the wall, popping that to center field. Pat slowing down to get that defense as Kale comes in and drives it back. Joey missing there, but still able to dribble it around and just kind of keep it out of play for the moment. Pat hitting that far, that's going to come off the wall and actually put that right in scoring position. Somebody better get that ball. And just in time, somebody comes in. Looked like a little congestion there with Drew and Joey both getting hits on that ball to keep that from going in and scoring. Pat and Drew just trying to find those angles. This is going to be set up. Are we going to see another goal? Oh, Kale misses it. It's probably going to close it out here unless anybody's going to get a last-minute hit here. Everybody trying to hit it, missing. That's going to be match number 1, going to the Spinny Boys. That puts them up 1-0 in this round right here. So looking over these stats, pretty good stuff. Not really a lot of defense out of Pat or Joey. Makes sense on Joey's side as he was mostly an aggressor throughout that. But we see Kale really doing his best to assist and defend there, though he didn't have a score. We see really it was a story of an aggressor and a defender on each team, and we've seen that kind of fall into place over the last few matches. We saw that, with 69 Boys where, Tyler and I, something we try to work out is we try to essentially have me hang back, work on defending the goal, not full time, but just that's kind of the role that I serve while he tends to be the aggressor. And we've seen a lot of teams kind of adapt this strategy. I think that's definitely what Drew and Pat are trying here. They tend to get a little bit more outside of the goal, though, and kind of play it forward, which can be good. It's good to be aggressive. And we see with the Spinny Boys, they really try to run a mix of Kale being a point man to just kind of stay over by that goal, still scoring, still being aggressive when he can and when he can help and assist. But we really see him taking on most of the defense in that role, and it's paying off, right? We saw, despite my best efforts, I could do little to slow down, the juggernaut that is Sean's Cuddle Buddies. But in the match that they played against the Spinny Boys, it was very, very close for a while there. The match hanging at like 2-2, so very low scoring. Really, the only low scoring matches we've seen out of Sean's Cuddle Buddies. So, Spinny Boys really got a good shot at this thing, I would say. So we kick this off. We see the ball pushed over. Drew tries to get it in early and quick. Doesn't happen. We see that defense we were just talking about. Pat misses, and that's going to set Kale up to just drive this home, but Drew's there to play some good defense. And we're seeing why this strategy is so important. you don't have a 3v3. You don't have that extra partner to kind of hang back and sit in the goal and rotate out. So it really becomes this man-to-man kind of score. And right there, you see what I'm talking about. If you back off that goal and you're not on your man, which right here we see Kale get isolated and split out, and he's able to just run it home, dribble it in, and get that score, right? And it can turn that quickly. That's the thing about these 2v2s. Coming in on the ball. We get it popped high over to the far right on the blue side. Everybody missing that one. Kale coming in, getting contact on it to just send it into play. It's going to come back over towards midfield. Joey driving that over to try to get it into that dribbling position. You're going to see right here, he misses, but you can see he was trying to get that angle on it. Kale trying to get that angle. There's that sweet spot, and it's what makes Kelly such a good contender. There's that sweet spot on the wheel where if you can hit it, it actually is softer than on your car body, and you can just get a perfect little touch on it to send it the right direction into that goal. So we see some people starting to formulate that, starting to figure that out a little bit as we've gone on in this league. That's actually going to be in scoring position. Is anybody going to make anything of it? It's popping up. This is still very scoreable. It's just going to take the right angle, but Joey comes in, defends that, kicks it back over to red side. Pat trying to get in there and get something on it, popping it up. It's going into the scary corner. Joey trying to dribble that over, trying to make something. Drew coming in with great defense. Popping up. Getting over into the blue side scary corner, but Kale not having it. Kicks that right over Pat's head. Drew's going to go ahead and try to send that back into play. Pat setting it up. This is scoreable. This is that angle we're talking about, but Joey's right there to defend it. That's what you want to see right there, guys. That's textbook defense in these 2v2s where you're going to have to be aggressive and keep the other team on their toes. But you saw as soon as it looked like it was headed over to the blue side, the blue team backs up, comes back over to their goal, plays the ball accordingly, and they're there to stop what would have been a for sure score. You're going to see Joey's been making really good use of his boost. It's not going to be enough here. Right there, we see Kale miss that ball, and that's going to be enough to just cost him that goal. Right here, you see these misses are huge. He gets a little touch on it, but it really doesn't do anything to get it out of the way, and Drew just takes advantage. So we've got a tied game, folks. This is exciting. We got 2:40 left in this match. It's tied. Are we going to be going to a game 3? Let's see. Popped up high. A lot of these balls popping up high when we're coming in off the drop. This is going to be set up, folks. Joey, impressive setup, giving himself the alley-oop and scoring it right there. Watch this again, folks. Drives it up the wall, knows it's bouncing back, goes into the air, noses it in. That's 2 times we've seen in both of these games where things opened up for red team, and Joey says, no, sir, shut that door. Kale missing there, letting it roll over into a scary corner, hitting it over towards his goal. Joey coming in to save what might have been an own goal. Joey going to drive this in, slow rolling score. That's going to put us up 3-1. Joey is making a case for shutting this game down. He's already started to look past it. He's already started to think about what he has to do next to go grab those dual eggplant trophies. Coming in, it's far from over. You still got 2:12 in the game. Popping up over on the left side. Going high. This is possibly scoreable. It depends on the angle you get. Right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's that angle. That's what you got to figure out. Watch this hit. Pops it up into the corner, and you're going to notice just the very edge of this car. They run into each other and help there. Pat kind of uses Drew as like a hammer to hit that ball, but you can see those wheel shots where you just get that corner of it, perfectly sends that in and makes something out of it. This is going to be scoreable, folks. This is a setup. Joey coming in. Perfect setup, perfect score. Joey's not having it. Look, red team, you can do what you want to do. You can come in. You can try to change things, he's saying, but I'm not having it. Popping over far right, coming back towards center field. Joey being aggressive. Joey getting some textbook angles today. Making this look easy, folks. Drew coming in with some high-flying antics. Going to try to set that up. Driving it over, trying to get an angle on it. But Joey's coming in. Setting it up. Getting the dribble. Misses it. It's still rolling over there, but Drew comes in with the defense. Rolling it over. Kale's trying to set this up, but Drew's not backing down. Just because things don't look good for his team right now, he's not backing down. He's trying to put him in scoring position because he knows this is it. You either win here, you go home. Oh, Drew just barely missing that to the right. Rolling over towards center field. Kale and Joey at this point are just going to try to score, but be smart about it. You're going to see a lot less aggressive tactics from them as more they're just going to try to pop it up in the air and run some time off this clock. Kale's going to go ahead and try to get his first goal, and it's kicked out barely. It was partially in the goal, but it did not fully cross the line. Kale's really served his role today. Even if the points aren't there, that's not what this is all about. Remember, being a good teammate, you're there to set up, you're there to assist, you're there to defend, and Kale's definitely done that. Kale's going to get one right before we close this out, folks. Right as we're talking about him, he says, no, I do want a goal. I do want a point on the board. Boom, and right there, says, here, Joey, take that. We're moving on. We got 7 seconds. Not much can be done here, folks. We're just going to play this out. We're going to say congratulations to the Spinny Boys who are going to move one step closer to possibly grabbing those dual eggplants. We thank you very much. We're going to go over for some 4th of July fun and do some post-game interviews in the chat. Congrats to the Spinny Boys. I want to come over and do some post-game interviews. First, as the aggressor and somebody who was constantly on the ball, Joey, I just want to ask, what changed today to make your outing just look so aggressive, so clean, and so textbook?
We discovered that if we play with each other's asses just enough, we can beat anybody. And so I learned from early on in our session yesterday that I need to grab the most ass.
Impressive.
It's really all about the ass play.
Really? When you say ass play, what does that look like on the field? What am I seeing when you're referring to it as ass play?
So ass play, we want to get the ball on the wall and then have it bounce off so that we can grab the ass sufficiently.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And well, put it in the hole. Or
put it in the hole.
Right. Okay. I think I'm starting to formulate a picture of why you call it this. Well, it was a beautiful performance. Kale, you came in, you got a goal there at the end. I was talking about it in the broadcast. Today you'd been kind of serving that role of just being a good team player and defending and setting shots up, and you're able to come in at the last minute and get that goal in. Can you hear me now? Okay. For some reason, my Discord is acting like a phone call, so that's kind of interesting.
That's okay.
But, yeah, so we see you come in right there at the last minute there, Kale, and get a goal. Just wondering what changed there? Were you just like, hey, I want to get out of here with some numbers on the board today?
I needed some redemption for that one that I missed. That was basically I should have, could have rolled in there with, just a breath. So I just played a little bit more aggressive there at the end and wanted to get a goal. Also, I didn't want to be the most. I don't want to have the title of most carried man in America when we do win the trophy.
That makes sense. That's a trophy that nobody really wants to win.
Yeah, that still needs to belong to Phil.
Our goal for this series was to be just like Mighty Ducks 3. You want to get all the trash around the goal. You got to clean up the trash.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, happy 4th of July. Congratulations to you guys. You did a fantastic job today. We'll be watching your next match. We're excited to see what you do.
We did it for America, and we're doing it for the beautiful trophy.
Yes.
You heard it here, folks. We're signing off today. We thank you for this 4th of July match. We see this go to the Spinny Boys. Not My Gold Daddy is going to be done with this tournament. That's going to leave us with, I believe, 3 teams that are already out. out of our 7. So you've got really 4 competitors coming in at this last stage to basically battle it out and figure out who our last 2 are going to be in that final match. It's looking right now like Sean's Cuddle Buddies are just an unstoppable juggernaut. And really, it's up to anybody to practice, to put something together, figure out a strategy, and see if they can stop them. If not, we've got 2 beautiful eggplant car trophies going to Sean's Cuddle Buddies. Now, we've seen in this league that a lot of things can change. You can see teams that were dominant at one time really just fall apart on the field. We haven't yet seen anything to make us believe that that's the case with Sean's Cuddle Buddies, but we did see that in their match against the Spinny Boys, there was a competition there, and that the goals were earned, and there were a lot of goals defended. So as we move forward, there's still 4 teams in play. There's still several games to be played, and we're going to see what happens out there, and we are excited to hand somebody, one team, 2 beautiful purple and gold eggplant car trophies for Honor League 2020. We thank you. Have a fun, socially distanced, responsible 4th of July. Celebrate America. Go out. Do something that involves not getting coronavirus. That's all I can say, folks. Love you guys. Signing off. Have a great day.